never imagined that betrayal could extend beyond a spouse, reaching the very children I loved and cared for. But that's exactly what happened when my wife turned against me, convinced our kids I wasn't their father, and even tried to legally block me from seeing them. This is my story, how I discovered the deception, fought for the truth, and reclaimed my life. My name is Zaryan. I had been married to my wife, Maham, for 9 years. We had 2 children, a son, Aryan, and a daughter, Noor. On the surface, we appeared to be a happy, stable family. I loved my children deeply and trusted Maham completely. The first signs of trouble were subtle. Maham became increasingly secretive, started taking calls in private, and avoided discussions about our kids. At first, I thought maybe she was stressed or overwhelmed, but there was a persistent unease I couldn't ignore. Then came the shocking revelations. I discovered that Maham had been cheating for months with a man she met at work. She was sending messages, meeting secretly, and lying about her whereabouts. The betrayal alone was devastating, but what came next was unimaginable. Over time, Maham began manipulating our children. She told them lies, claiming I wasn't their father, questioning my love for them, and slowly creating doubt in their minds. Aryan and Noor, too young to understand the complexity of adult deception, began repeating her words, and the bond I had built with them started to fracture. The final blow came when I received a court notice. Maham had filed a restraining order against me. She claimed I was a danger to the children and that she needed protection. I was stunned. Not only had she betrayed me emotionally, but she was now trying to erase my relationship with my own children and control the narrative legally. Shock, anger, and heartbreak overwhelmed me. But I knew that acting impulsively would only give her more leverage. I needed a plan, a way to protect myself, expose the truth, and reclaim my role as a father. I began gathering evidence meticulously. Messages, emails, photographs, and witnesses all documented her lies, cheating, and manipulation of the children. Every deceitful action was recorded. I wanted the truth to be undeniable in court. During the proceedings, I remained calm, strategic, and factual. I presented all the evidence clearly, showing both her affair and her manipulation of our children. The court could see the pattern of deception, and Maham's attempts to alienate the children were exposed. In the end, the court ruled in my favor. The restraining order was dismissed, and I was granted full custody and visitation rights, ensuring that Aryan and Noor could maintain a true and loving relationship with me. Maham was warned about further attempts to manipulate or alienate the children. After the legal battle, I focused on repairing my relationship with my children. I explained the situation in age-appropriate ways, rebuilt trust, and reassured them of my love. Therapy and consistent support became essential to healing the emotional scars caused by their mother's manipulation. Months later, I saw the consequences of Maham's choices. Her social relationships strained, family ties weakened, and her reputation suffered. She had tried to sever my connection with my children, but the truth had come to light. For me, the emotional toll was significant. Nights were filled with memories of betrayal, heartbreak, and frustration, but over time, I rebuilt my life and strengthened my bond with Aryan and Noor. The experience taught me that betrayal can reach deep, but accountability, evidence, and strategic action can restore justice. The hardest lesson I learned is this: betrayal can sometimes extend beyond a spouse, but protecting yourself and your loved ones requires courage, evidence, and persistence. Truth and consistency can rebuild what lies, and manipulation try to destroy. Maham's affair and attempts to alienate the children destroyed her credibility, reputation, and relationships. I exposed her lies, fought for the truth, reclaimed custody, and restored my family's integrity. And in the aftermath, justice, love, and closure prevailed. Cheating wife convinced kids I wasn't their father and filed a restraining order. But the truth came out, and in the silence that followed, I reclaimed my life and my children.